Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you enjoyed that little intro. That's not something I normally do, but I have been having some deliciously cinematic moments in my free time in War Thunder over the past few days. It's been a quiet week for me in terms of YouTube content, but I've had a busy life. My uncle died, and that was something that all of us expected, but well, I don't know. Things have gotten in between me and making YouTube videos, and it's not necessarily, really difficult, but it's just something that has gotten in the way of making videos. At least I've decided to put other things as a priority, I think is a better way to put it. At this point in the video, my priority is survival. I was extremely heavily damaged by that BV-238. We shot his entire wing off before he really started getting hits on us, and yet as he spiraled to the ground, the German gunners did their duty for the Vaterland. Because of course they do. And you know what? I greatly enjoy that opportunity when I'm the one flying the bomber, so I can't very well fault him for having a few seconds of uninterrupted slam time on my poor airframe. And so while we make our way, and I won't spoil for you the fact that I am gonna just barely, wait a minute, I shouldn't, that's hypocrisy? No, it's not hypocrisy, it's self-contradiction. It's a crime against logic. Okay, alright, baby Guppy needs some more water, so it's gonna be a few minutes. Okay, you gotta wait. But I have Brooklyn on the couch behind me. In fact, she's laying in the spot where I usually sleep. Yes, baby. Yes. Okay. Guppy says she's the mommy and baby sister. Brooklyn loves acting. She's fantastically talented. She's gonna be a lot bigger of a star than dear old dad. So maybe this whole YouTube experience is just getting me ready to coach her through her own stardom. We'll see. But whatever she decides to do, she's gonna do well. And we've been doing well in the P-61 Black Widow. You can see we've christened this one the Battle Ass. And we've definitely been struggling against some of the highs and lows of the current state of War Thunder. The game looks absolutely gorgeous. The game runs like smooth silk on my computer, and absolute I don't know, Chuck Rock gravel ass cheeks on the Gaijin servers, and I guess the North American servers specifically are having lots and lots of issues, but ain't nothing I can do about it, so you just do what you gotta do. And every now and then, when you're playing ground strike and aircraft, which is pretty much what I've been doing on account of I've been farming daily tasks and special tasks, and the fastest way to do that for me is usually shifting them over to a ground strike task and striking the ground. It's also a great way to get first place in your team, which is often one of the objectives. So, you know how much I love the P-61. I'm gonna do something special in this one, but I just kind of wanted to make this one a catch-up video. Like I said, my uncle died. It's been a long time coming. He was a very large man, and he died of fatness-related issues, and he lived what appeared to be a pretty sad life, and I love him. He really is, he really was a cool guy. I mean, I think the spirit goes on, but he is done as we know him. His race is run. He's gone to his eternal reward, and I wish that I'd talked about the Lord with him to find out what's really going on with that, but there's a lot of stuff I never talked with him about. He's the one of two uncles that I don't really have a lot of personal experience with, but more experience with him than with my uncle who moved away before I was born. So, you know what? I'm gonna miss him. He was a pretty neat guy. I think he had a fantastic sense of humor. He really had my sense of humor, you know, just like fun and teasing. Annoying people is just as good as making them laugh, if not better. And a little bit of a dark sense of humor in there too. I know you kids that have been living with the internet your whole life think that you have a darker sense of humor, but it's more a matter of taste than of content. I assure you. But don't take my word for it. I don't know what to follow that up with. Don't take my word for it. Okay, whatever. It's late. Like I said, it's been a long week. I've said that a few times in a few videos, and it holds true. One of the things that I've been trying to do is get some exercise on a fairly regular basis, and that's not super easy with, well, I mean, let's be honest here. I don't want to leave my house anyway, and with 3 kids, 2 of whom are in diapers, and all of them in dire need of my assistance on a minute-by-minute basis, leaving the house is already inconvenient, and there are certain things going on in the world, mostly the virus, that make that, well, maybe generally ill-advised or just convenient to eschew for now. But I'm not all that much of a foraying person anyway. I like to keep life simple so that I can really focus on the things that I want to focus on. It's just the kind of guy that I am. I love to focus. What are you talking about? You shut your mouth. Anyway, the reason that I love being able to focus is because it's hard. But I want to. I desperately want to. And you can see what we're doing here. We're absolutely enjoying the P-61 for what it can be in terms of a ground strike aircraft. And in any individual role, this aircraft can be outshone by others. The B-25s are overall better ground attackers at a similar battle rating, although this particular aircraft is just a bit lower than... I don't know why a B-25 couldn't be 3.7, but maybe it just has too much firepower and survivability for that to be viable. But I mean, BF-109s, actually they don't, the F4s don't sit there, but you've got the earlier models with a little bit less 20 mil. Yeah, maybe that survivability counts for something. We didn't get the survivability we were hoping for out of that one, but we got 22 ground targets, and that was our goal. I think we had a special task for 80 ground targets, and picking up 22 is a good start. Oh, never mind, I'm full of crap. It was best in the air, so all we needed to do was get more ground kills than other people on our team, and we would end up getting a Thunderer award at the end of the battle. And we just need 6 of those to fill out this special task. I think it takes me around 8 to 10 battles to get 6 of those if I'm ground striking, generally speaking, and some days are a little rougher than others. If you get that one guy in an air superiority fighter that thinks the best way and the most enjoyable way to fly is to mow the lawn and chew up the first attacker that he sees. But we have ways of dealing with them. It's not an easy kill against the P-61 or the B-25, which is one of the reasons that I enjoy them so very much. So, more ground striking, and I'm not making a lot of progress on my next kill compilation, but this was just a very relaxing way to play War Thunder for me, and I kind of needed that. I've been a little bit stressed out by the game specifically because of server issues, because I'm a little rusty in my skills, so I'm not as sharp competitively. I'm not as good at doing well in Tank RB as I remember being, and yeah, I could blame it on one thing or another, but I'm just happy to leave it with I'm not doing super hot, and it stresses me out to not do well, so I'll just do something that I do well. I'm really good at ground attack. It's not super challenging, it's a really simple way of playing the game, and you know what? That's something I can get behind right now. It's nice to mix things up. It's like you're playing a totally different game, and I think that's one of the beautiful aspects of War Thunder. Before I decided to talk a little bit about my uncle, I was going to make this a video about the good, the bad, and the ugly of War Thunder. It's a popular topic. It's a popular topic, and you will definitely see some of that here. I think I have lined up for you an invisible P-51, so that's you've probably seen something like that in the game, and that's a phenomenon that does not belong in War Thunder at all. So I'm looking forward to when that bug is dealt with. Yeah, there have also been a lot of cross-nation camouflages being foisted on players accidentally by the game. You spawn in your Sherman Jumbo from the regular tech tree, and you'll get the camouflage from the French Sherman Jumbo or the premium Sherman Jumbo. And yeah, Gaijin's got to figure out some bugs. That's nothing new, but invisible air superiority fighters is definitely an undesirable effect of the game. Now, there used to be a way, and I'm sure there still is, to accidentally make appearance files for your aircraft that turn your aircraft invisible from your view, and I could see how that would be to your advantage, especially if you have a fat ass jet like the Phantom 2. But oh, goodbye Yak 9. I expect you to die. That was the intro. And it all happens so fast in meat space, I'm telling you. But life goes fast, guys. I wish that my uncle had lived a life that people could easily point to and go, look at this guy who was so blessed and full of love and was just living with joy. And I don't know, he kind of seemed like a bitter person who had been beaten down by the world, and almost like somebody who never really put up a fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And that's a sad situation. You never really know what's going on, you know, what struggles somebody is dealing with, but sometimes you just want them to fight, goddammit. And you know, that's sort of something that I decided a long time ago when life was really hard for me. I'm definitely not in anything near a situation like that now. I love my daily struggles because my daily struggle is to raise my kids, and they're incredible. They're such cool people. They're a lot of work, and they confront my old way of life, because my way of living before they were born needs to die and be replaced by something better for them. And I'm still attached to some of those things, like playing way too many video games. Okay. I kind of lost my train of thought. Shut up. I love to focus, for 4 to 5 seconds at a time. But, something along the lines of, I decided to... This is what I decided when life was really hard for me. I was never gonna give up. And if things were hard, I was gonna decide, is this gonna kill me? And if it wouldn't kill me, and if it could make life better, I was gonna go for it. And that, it seems like a really cliche, stupid thing to say, but if you really do decide to live that way, and you really don't like the life that you have, you just decide, if it's not going to kill you, to try. And it does have a chance to make your situation better. You're just going to do it. And if you fail forward. You fail gloriously. And that way, just... I would even tell myself, like, this isn't going to work. And I'm going to be happy just that I did it. I didn't sit back and let this situation go on without doing something about it. And let me tell you something specifically about my situation that really had me down for a long time, for years. And that was that, I got my way out, but I married my way out. One of the things that I dealt with for years in my life was that I never had like a career that worked for me. I would have no work for months, for like a year and a half on end. And where I was living, like there's jobs, but there's a lot more people looking for jobs than there are jobs. And the places that I would apply for, the places I was qualified for, McDonald's, places like that, entry-level positions would get huge numbers of applications. I'm talking like 200 applications for a job waiting tables. And every time I got a job was only when one of my friends knew the people and they were like, hey, Casey's good, you should hire this guy. It was always like that whenever I did actually manage to get a job. And the process of looking for work was just, I hated it. I hated filling out applications knowing that I wasn't even going to get looked at, but it wasn't going to kill me. And if I just did it, then I could fill out a couple of applications, I could apply for a few jobs, and then I could get on with living my life and not have to, play this game where you pity yourself and you feel bad for not doing what it takes to improve your situation just because you don't think it's going to work. And then you start making up like different reasons why you feel bad, and you start playing that game with yourself. Anyway, this video ended abruptly. I ran out of content. That's what I get for not playing War Thunder as much. But I might have some naval content coming up for you guys. Either, I'll just tack it onto this one so I can talk to you a little bit longer. It's late. I've rambled on. But don't, it's your life. It's a horrible thing to waste. And I think that every one of you guys can live a life that is inspiring. You can live a life that is beautiful and that rises above the situation that you're in. And on the other hand, simple, stupid stuff, or nothing at all, can defeat you if you're not willing to fight your way out of a situation, to do what needs to be done as many times as it takes. It doesn't matter if you fail. You're not going to fail every time. And eventually you'll get out of the situation that you're in, or you'll die trying. And most people don't die trying. And if you're really in a situation where things aren't working out that well, you can walk. There's another place. And in other places, there's other situations. And you've got friends. I mean, you can talk to me at least on the Discord, link in the description of this video. And I do make it a point to get back to people. You've noticed that I'm easily distracted. You are also probably aware that I have a lot of things that I do. Having 3 kids that need me all the time and other stuff, I put a lot of other things before answering Discord messages. But I do get around to all of those, and it's because I treasure you guys. There's nothing more special. There's nothing more important or valuable or precious than a person. And your life matters. And I'd love to see you do well. And it really doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you keep trying and do what's good and do what's right. And it doesn't matter if you fail 1,000,000 times. You know what? Be the guy that failed 1,000,000 times. That in itself is a success. Just don't go down without a fight. Do what's right. Do what you need to do. And keep doing. Because you've already won by that point. Anyway, catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.